Shalom, praise the Lord, gloria a Dios. As usual, I always come up with something new. Today we talk about Purim. We're going to talk about Daniel. We talk about the world, what's going on right now, and what's coming. Now, I always tell you that I don't need to prophesy anything what will happen tomorrow, because everything is written is about to happen, because we are in the end time, because I am here. I am your Moshiach that I've been telling you from last 3.5 years. In fact, I've been telling you for 24.5 years. So about last week, I was thinking about to take the inventory of what exactly happened in my life from the beginning to right now. And what I see that from the beginning, I knew it that I am the chosen one. But I had no idea what way I am the chosen one, because everything was happening in my life, or anything I wanted in my life, that God always provided me. And so I knew that I am kind of special. And then I came to United States in 1979 when I was only 15, and June of 1999, the Son of Man, somebody come from above, look like man, coming in the cloud and rest upon me. And after he rest upon me, I was caught up in heaven. And I always tell you my testimony, and this is the part of the testimony I'm just gonna go through so you can understand. The new viewer can watch this video and understand that why am I saying who am I. So June of 1999, Son of Man came and rest upon me, and I caught up in heaven. And then God showed me, gave me the book to digest, and also make me understand everything, and show me a bunch of more visions, what Daniel had saw. So that's how I know who I am, and that's why I always tell you that I am the Shiloh, I am your Moshiach, I am the branch, I am the son of King David, and also adopted son of God. I am the anointed one, I am the Prince of Peace, I am the son born to you, I am the one to come and build the temple, I am the one messenger of the covenant from the Malachi chapter, and I am who I am saying to you. I mean, I have so much titles that God has given me, and I gave you all my titles from the prolonged one to the transgressor, all those. If you understand my video, you will know who I am, what I am. And after that, when I realized who I am, in last 3.5 years especially, when God told me to go to Jerusalem, and I was in 2019, I was in Jerusalem, and I had told everybody I was on the donkey, and all those things I have mentioned on my video. And then God have revealed me time after time a lot of other things, and I pass it down to you. So that was my testimony, and everything is happened which is in Daniel chapter. Now again, I was taking the inventory when I started about this video, when I went to one of the rabbi in Houston, Texas, and I told him who I am, and he said, okay, you know what, why don't you put your video on the YouTube? And that's how I started 3.5 years ago, put my video, and I had maybe 150 people watch in the beginning, and then 200 and 500, and right now 100,000 people are watching me, and 10 million people have already watched my video, or maybe more. And people started to know who I am, what I am. On the meanwhile, there are a bunch of rabbis and bunch of Christian people. Obviously, they will hate me. Some people wrote me wrong things. And also, there are some rabbi said about I'm a fake Moshiach, and which is one of them. I'm sure he's from New York, I guess, and his name is... forgot his name, I think so. Maybe I wrote it down. Yaron Ruvin. I think so. I'm going to put his video, but on that video, he had told me I'm an idiot and a mental case. I'm going to put that video on this video so you can see that even rabbi can talk like this without thinking. And those are not the rabbis, the one who talk on the TV front of everybody, word he used, idiot. If you remember in New Testament, even Jesus said, if you say to somebody, idiot, you will be judged for that. And that's what's gonna happen to him. But anyway, and then there is another guy also was put another video. And there are certain people put the video for me, and actually they wasn't hurting me. They helped me. Because of them, my numbers went up there. People start watching me, and people start understanding, and they realize that this guy is straight. And that's how I put more and more video, and people started to understand that who I am. Now, there are so many people been revealed by God that who I am. And some of them are not. But the one who revealed by God, they will be watching my video all the time. And they will be part of my team as I usher in to my throne. Now, in the world right now, as I had told in my previous video, what is coming, and all those things are happening, war of rumors, and I told you Ukraine and Russia is a contagious war. And that's what exactly happening right now. This war take you to Israel and Palestine. And remember, the October 17 was the birthday of Purim, they said, and that's the day Palestinian people are attacked on Israel. Now, and also I told when that happened that this is the time that we will possess the land. We will possess the land. We're not going to back off. Doesn't matter what world says. Doesn't matter what UN says. Doesn't matter what United States says. Remember, I told you also the time will come, the United States also back off. They will go against you. But at this point, they are trying to go against you, but it is kind of too late because they already jump in the beginning. Remember, they also have allies with the Saudi Arabia, which is another Muslim country, and that Iran do not like that. Iran hates Saudi Arabia, Dubai, UAE, and so if we be allies of them, of course they're gonna hate us and they're gonna create a problem, and that is the table is setting right now. That table is already being set and is about to blow up. Or you can say the pot is boiling and now it's about to drip. All those things is about to happen any second. You see Putin getting ready for his hypersonic missiles, and also he's getting ready for the nuclear. Two times he already mentioned if Poland and France, and in fact the France or French are giving 2,000 troops to Ukraine, and if that will happen, Putin said that you are looking at nuclear war or World War III. Now, the second time he did, and also the Biden said the same thing. Biden said the same thing. And in fact, Trump is on the rise. As I told you that he will be out at the 4 years, and then but he will be in the power. He's rising right now, and he's gonna come back. And when he's gonna come back, there will be a revenge for the whole world, and revenge for the Democratic Party. All those things are lined up, and it's about to blow up any second. It could happen. People are expecting, all the Jewish people are expecting either this Purim or before the Pesach. Now, Purim is around the corner, and you know that we celebrate Purim every year on the Adar. Adar is the 13th month is added because of the calendar, and this on 12 Adar of 12 and Adar 12 and the 13th is the day we celebrate Purim, because King Xerxes had actually give us a relief. If you understand, if you read the chapter of Esther, you will know who was Esther and Mordecai. Mordecai and Esther was taken to the land of Babylon in exile, and Esther was very beautiful. Esther and Mordecai were cousin each other, and they were hiding. They're not telling them they were Jew, because you cannot tell king that she is a Jew. So Mordecai was hiding the identity. On the same time, the Mordecai introduced, because King Xerxes was having a banquet every year, and he brings all those pretty women from all over the world, from 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia. Remember, if you remember the fake video, or fake Moshiach video from Reuven, he said, oh, he is Indian, but he don't know that India, Hinduism is 6,000 years old. At the Solomon time, Solomon was sending his ships to pick up the gold, the silver, to pick up the sandals, wood, and so many other things in the ships of Hiram. That he don't know that. Our history goes 6,000 years old, and Jewish people were from India to Ethiopia, 127 provinces. If you read the Esther chapter, you will know all those things about Hindus river. And also in the King, 1 King 10:22, if you read, that he was sending the ships. Every 3 years the ships were coming with all the good things that he needed for the temple to build. But anyway, so Indian histories are very 6,000 years old, and so you need to consider, even though time of the Genesis, Rachel, the wife of Jacob, still some idols from her father, and one of the idol was Ganesha, which is Indian people, Hindu people are still worshipping today. And on the same time, when the Aaron made a calf of gold, when Moses was up there, today's date, Indian people are worshipping the cow. So Moshiach can be anybody from anywhere, from any part of the world, because Jewish people were exiled or gone to all over the world. In fact, they were in India 2,000 years ago. They moved 2,000 years ago, and when they were persecuted all over the world, India is the only country never persecuted any of Jewish people. Now go back to the Esther. Why we celebrate? Because Mordecai find out that two of the king officer, the king Xerxes, that they are going to kill the king. And he went and told Esther. Esther was about to be queen because Vasanti is again, they call Vanti. Vanti is Vasanti, Queen Vasanti. She ignored the king message and king let her go and give that place to Esther. And so Mordecai came and told the Esther, and Esther said, fast for 3 days. No. Then Mordecai told Esther, and Esther said that I will see what I can do. And somehow Esther convinced that they are going to kill the king, and the king got those two officers hanged. If the story is like that. And then king hired, I think so, his name was Hiram or whatever. He was his right hand, and Mordecai never bowed down to him and never respected him. So he decided, and he knew that he was Jew, so he decided to kill all the Jew from 127 provinces. And when Mordecai found out, Mordecai told Esther, and Esther told King Xerxes, and King Xerxes also killed Hiram and relieved all the Jewish people. So they saved all the Jewish people from all over the 127 provinces, Mordecai and Esther. They are, that time you can call them as a Moshiach, or you can call them as a God anointed one, or you can call them as a transgressor, because after that they had to kill those people who was planning to kill them. And in the end, Mordecai got the right, he became a right hand of the king, and Esther become a queen. So, King Xerxes wrote a decree to celebrate that day, Adar of 12 and 13, for as a Purim, as a pure letter from him, with his signet ring that nobody can revoke, and everybody has to obey. And that's what happened, and that's why we are celebrating Esther. And that's why also most of the rabbi and everybody thinks that this is the month or Purim time. We had been got relief from God have saved us, and he will do it again on the Purim. And it is possibility. It is a possibility, or in Pesach. I am here. I don't know how everything will happen. But again, I was reading the Daniel chapter, and God put me into the Daniel chapter because I am still, learning day by day. As I read, God reveals me more and more and more. And I was looking at the Daniel chapter, and I was wondering, is the Daniel is the Shiloh is the Daniel, or the Daniel been promised to come back just like Elijah, and all those transgressors like Esther and Mordecai and all the Moses and Jacob. I don't know all those people, all my forefathers, they will come back or not. But the thing is, Daniel and Elijah been promised in the Torah that they will come back. So when I was reading Daniel chapter 7, 9 and 7, 13, so when you read 7, 9, this is what it says. Let me read 7, 9. Throne was set in the place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was as white as snow. His hair was white like wool. His throne was flaming with a fire, and its wheels were all blaze. A river of fire was flowing, coming out from the before him. 1,000 upon 1,000 attended him, and 10,000 times 10,000 before him. The court was seated, and the book were open. Now this vision Daniel saw. First, he wrote it down. Now that same vision I saw, but it didn't happen yet. Remember, I saw this vision, exactly same vision, and I was on the throne, but I haven't seen in reality. Now the second vision. The second vision is, so over here, I am the one sitting on the throne in the 7:9. Now look on the 7:13. In my vision at night I looked, and there before me was one like Son of Man coming with the cloud of heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. All the people, nations, and men of every language worship him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never be destroyed. Now, on this one over here, if you understand, if you read properly, that this vision is already happened to me. It's happened to me. See, this one is in reality right now. And this one, I saw the vision which is still to come in reality. Now, the second vision is already in reality. I saw the Son of Man came in, rest upon me, and whatever is written that he was given the authority, power and everything, which is going to happen in the second stage, which is on 7:9. And that is about to happen as soon as they realize who I am. Now again, I told you so many times, how am I going to come? I have no idea myself. It could be by your faith, it could be by miraculously, it could be as it says, the times and half a time will pass and the anointed one will come. Now there is a lot of rabbis are talking about 924 or to 927 has nothing to do with any prophecy. Yes, it is everything to do with the end time. Everything to do with the end time, because I am the end time. I am the Shiloh. I know who I am. So, and then if you read the Daniel chapter 12, 13, and God promised him, as God, he was asking God promised him, as for you go your way until the end, you will rest at the end of the days, you will rise again to receive your inheritance. Now when you see inheritance of him over there and inheritance on 7:9, that makes me sometime, yes, it is a Daniel from the dead. But on the same time, if you read the Son of Man coming with the cloud of heaven, he approached the Ancient of Days, which is I'm here. So either I'm a Daniel or the Daniel is somewhere else and he may become after Purim, or I don't know, maybe before Pesach, or maybe he will let everybody know that he had seen this vision, and now this guy is talking about the vision, and he is the one then. Maybe I saw him and he is the one will reveal everybody that I am the one what God have choose me, and I am the one to come to build the temple. Now again and again I go after the temple, because temple has to be built. And in the same place, I told you in my back inventory, I talk about aksamas that has to go. It has to go. You cannot serve the two masters. It has to be only one master, one temple, where God will dwell. Now, you know, I am from Hinduism. I have seen so many idols. I've been worshipped a lot of idols in my entire life. My family is still worshipping the idols. I have told them once, but I cannot just force them to do. In fact, he just sent me the message that he has a prayer of these idols in his house. My brother, wife sent me the message that next week they have some kind of prayer. Just like we have a Purim, we have the festival coming up. And so everybody pray at their home, and they put the idols and put the food, sacrifice. And he just sent me the message, and of course, I don't go, but even if I go, I just go just for the formality of him to see me over there. But I don't go to any temple, and I tell all the Hindu people, I'm not going to force you, I'm not going to tell you right now nothing, but the time will come, the idols cannot help you. Idols cannot help you. The second commandment that God has given us, do not make any idols. And I understand that because you're worshipping idols, that doesn't make you a bad people. But in the God eyes, he is a jealous God. He do not like that you worship him when he is the one created you, and through him everything was created. And he is omnipotent, all-knowing, everywhere. He is control everything. He is the only deserve our praise, no one else. He is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that he promised, and he never changed. Everything he said, it will happen. Everything it said about the Jewish people, he will bring back from each and every corner. Jerusalem will be full again. He will be the wall, and nobody will touch Jerusalem. Netanyahu, you're doing a wonderful job. Muslim people will hate me, Hindu people will hate me. Once they understand this is not a part of me, it's a deal from the beginning of the world. God has to take the evil people out. It says in the Isaiah chapter 13 and 14 very clearly, the evil people will be destroyed, and their own offspring will be destroyed also. They're never going to inherit the land. They're never going to be on the earth. Now, I am just a mediator right now. I am just like you. I have seen. Even though I have seen, I have seen the God glory. Because I am still a human being, just like my forefather, King David. He saw the God glory, and he still got the messages, and he still did the wrong. Because in this world, we will have if we don't have the temptation, somebody will tempt us and put it into the trouble. No matter what you do, they are right standing next to you. Temple has to be built in Jerusalem. Third temple will be built. All over the world, people will come. Now, I have a lot of Christian friends. I have a Christian pastors. One of the pastors that I know him for years, and he started to understand me, who I am, what I am. And he's 85 years old. And there is another one, he's been sending me the message, and the last message he sent me is about that all the prophet mentioned about Jesus. But then I talked to him and I say, in the New Testament, there is no prophet. It's all apostles. The prophets were in Old Testament. And those are not anymore. After what happened, the two kingdoms was divided. And everybody went to exile. And only if you read New Testament, they never mention the name, never mention anything about this. So he's kind of back off on that, and he even gave me the answer. But anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is there are a lot of Christians, they probably think that I am a fake one also, just like the Rabbi Rubin, your own Rubin thing. And one day he will know who I am very soon. On the meanwhile, I'm ready myself to start building the temple. God has given me so much wisdom. The day we're going to start building the temple, you will see me. I will be working 24/7 without sleeping. I haven't slept in 2 days at all. And if I tell you that, nobody will understand. How? I don't know myself. 48 hours been passed, and I'm making a video right now. Temple has to be built. Temple cannot be built without me. Somebody, somehow, going to find out who I am. According to them, that Elijah will come, and if he comes, they will recognize him. Then definitely he will point the finger at me and let you all know that I am who I am, that I am the one sent to you by our God to build the temple and bring you back home and teach the Torah, and whole world can see the God glory in Jerusalem on the third temple. All those things are lined up. I am about to come any second. I have no idea. It could be tomorrow. My family wants. They're still waiting because I've been telling them, this is my year, this is my year. I am telling you who I am. It's not easy. I want yesterday, they want yesterday. But God had promised me long time ago when he put me in chapter Habakkuk 2:2. He said, write it down the revelation that I'm giving you. It is for the appointed time. It will happen. It will happen. It will tarry, but it will happen. It will take time. Be patient. And 24 and a half years. Come on. I talk to God every day. I say, I don't want anymore. I don't want this job anymore. 24 and a half years, I've been telling them who I am, but I guess they're not getting. You said they are stiff-necked. But stiff-necked for how many years? Not even, let me tell you, when this revelation happened to me, the Son of Man came in my life, and when I told this thing to few pastors, I had hundreds of pastors coming into my store suddenly and feeding me. Not even one Jewish rabbi. And still, in these days, not one Jewish rabbi considering, wait a minute, this guy been telling us so many time after time, just like the Yoran Rubin said, that this guy, he says so many times, I am, that we all feel like he is. But I am the Shiloh, I am the branch, I am the prolonged one, I am the covenant, messenger of the covenant. I am who I am sent to you. I will be in the midst of you. He said he will be in the midst of you. Then you will know that he has sent me to you in Zechariah chapter 3. I am the Joshua caught up in the heaven front of the angel and given me the crown. All those things, it just don't come out from your mouth. Now let me tell you, today maybe I have a 200 and something videos. I don't have not even single notes. You can ask my producer, I do not have not even single notes. My notes are like this that you cannot even understand, and I don't understand once I see. The second time I look after maybe a week, I don't understand what I wrote it down. So I do not have notes. Everything comes In fact, he said, how are you going to say you don't know nothing? Well, don't worry. He's the one is speaking through me. He's the one said what he needs to say. And he has a message for you. I'm here. He has sent me to you. I am your Moshiach. I am. And doesn't matter. There are false Messiah. There will be false people will talk about me. Don't listen to them. There will be some rabbis. They will go against me. And all those things I told in the previous video that it will happen because there are 8 billion people. There are 8 billion people. As soon as you choose me, the Muslim will be against me. But on his time, God will reveal them also who I am. And everything will turn out to be good. There will be a peace on the earth. Time is near. Repent. Repent by faith. Accept me. Accept me. I know there is another guy who thinks that he is Ben Joseph. Now, if you read his video, underneath the video, and the way he wrote it down, I think so in the beginning he was thinking that he is the Ben David, and then he got upset and mad at me at one time. His name is actually Ben Jade or something, and he put his video time after time with the music. And now I read his profile down there, and looks like he is calling himself Ben Joseph, which is a moon. He is a moon, and I am the sun, as in it's written in Isaiah chapter. So he could be Ben Joseph. Nathaniel could be Ben Joseph. I don't know. God haven't revealed me. But maybe God will reveal them because I've been proclaiming who I am, what I am for last 3.5 years. The message is to repent, come to God, because we have very little time. Get ready, get ready. If you are Jewish people all over the United States, keep your bags ready, because you're going to have to go with me. First I will go, and then you all will come. You do not have to be in a hurry, because you will have enough time to come to Jerusalem before the building of the temple. And you may be the part of the team to build the temple. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.